Well, it's time. My craps table that I put together originally in about 2006, I think, it needs an upgrade. I built this to fit inside of my pool table. Used to have a lot of Vegas casino night parties. This felt worked great for a while. I think it was originally a silk screened kind of deal done with it, and that was fine in the day. But I think we have new technology, and we're going to upgrade it. So we got to take the old felt off and do some adjustments and put a new felt on it. So let's take a closer look at the felt as it is today. You see the white lines seem fine, but anything printed in red really didn't stand up well to the test of time. I think it faded over time. It wasn't great to start with, and it faded over time. So it's just time. So let's take a look at some of the prop bets in the center of the table. Here you can see off to the left there, you can't even read that. It's supposed to say any 7. Yeah, not even readable. So today's technology, I think they print it like you would print a document, a moving head sprays ink, and very precise and very accurate. So here's another shot of the layout. Once you get playing, it was fine. So I got online, started looking around, and found some deals. And this is a single-sided layout, right? It's only, I think, 6 foot. In Vegas, you have these giant layouts. Many more players can get around the table. That's not what I have room for. So, we're going to do this single layout. So I think it's going to be nice. Another thing I wanted to change was the chip trays that I had. I think they were meant for a different chip. I've just collected things over the years. The chips I have don't fit well. They get stuck in there, and sometimes it's hard to get them out of there. And so we just need to do something different. This one, I mean, you put the chip in there and it gets wedged in there, and if you get towards the end there, it doesn't even want to come out. So anyway, those are going away. We're gonna get some new ones. So yeah, here's a new style of chip tray. They fit looser. They fit stacks of 20. I like those much better. So I went online and found casinosupply.com, and they got some good deals out there. So here we're taking the old felt off. It was stapled down. I didn't glue it down, so I thought someday it might need replacing, and so here we're taking it apart. The back board needs a adjustment. We're going to cut a little piece out of it to give access to the dealer. The dealers can get to it better. So everything torn apart and laying in pieces, and there you can see it all cut out. So that's going to make it better. We had to shorten the layout a little, or the board under the layout, because the new layout was a little bit shorter. So we had to re-drill some holes, screw some things together. This is all meant to come apart, obviously, and be stored away. So lots of woodworking, drilling, screwing, hammering, screwdrivers. It was a lot of fun. My son Dylan and I worked on it. Fun projects. He learns a little. I get to learn a little. So we laid the new felt out on just the bare wood, and the rolling of the dice was very noisy. It seemed like the dice were digging in a little, and I don't think that's a good thing, so we decided to put a layer under it, sprayed some glue down, spread out a somewhat thin piece of felt that we bought at a local fabric store, and then just glued it down and try and get all the wrinkles out and whatever, and trim it to size. And so we laid it out through the dice. It was much quieter. I think it'll make the felt the layout last longer, because those edges of the dice, the corners, pretty sharp. And over time, I mean, you go to Vegas, they probably change out their layouts fairly often, not once every 15 years like me. And depending upon the age of the table, you'll see at the ends where the dice land, they get a little chewed up. So anyway, I think it's going to be a good approach to have that felt under the layout. And yeah, that's what we're doing here, using some Gorilla Glue heavy duty adhesive, not a sponsor. So we use a piece of cardboard at the edge there so we don't overspray onto that extra piece there where it needs to be finished, but that's where players can set their chip trays or their drinks or whatever. So this glue, you just spray it on, wait for it to get a little tacky, so you don't have to worry about it drying too fast. A couple minutes is perfect. So that's what we're doing here, just throwing down some glue and getting ready to lay the rest of the felt down. We've already done half, we're doing the other half. Yeah, going pretty well. Okay, it's all trimmed up, all glued down. We've got the old felt laying on the new felt. You can see the blue there. We decided to change colors, and now this is the big reveal of the new felt layout. Any day now. And there it is. I like the blue. The colors are super vibrant. It's a great layout. And like I said, I got it from casinosupply.com. Bought the chip trays there. Uh, Another set of dice. Some extra chips. The dice bowl. So one thing I found out is the chips I use, not easy to find. They're older. Not a lot of people are carrying them. You can get them in China. That's where they're made. But the site I found, you have to order 10,000 chips minimum. So I'm not sure I want to do that. So now it's time to, get those edges stapled, and then we'll do some trimming. And so I use this little piece of plastic that I had laying around it gets the staple gun just off of the surface enough to make it a perfect alignment, gets it at the right height, and then just go around and place a staple now and then, and try not to make leave any wrinkles, and so move around the table and do that. So there you can see some of the layout a little closer. There's like a shadow effect under the printing, the little offset or whatever. It's really nice. Now it's time to get all the bank built, bring in the chips. And for this casino, we're using orange as $1,000 chips. Sometimes we get some high rollers and want to play with the big money. And then I think we use, purple is a $500 chip. So I didn't get as many of those. Yeah, so you don't usually need as many of those, right? I like the chip trays I bought. They once you put chips in them, you can stack them, and so that's nice. They fit well together. They don't stack well, or lock into one another when they're empty. They rely on the chips to do that, but yeah, works well. So we'll just get this the bank built here and see how that goes. Okay, so the table bank, is all built, and the dealers have their little stacks to deal from, and it's looking good. I think we're ready to play some dice. So, according to the website, this layout is supposed to be, water repellent and stain resistant and all those things. So, I had a little piece of material that we cut off. So I wanted to test it. So I put a drop of water on there. It did not want to just immediately soak in. So I thought, that's a good start. Just kind of wants to bead up, and how easy does it come off there? Yeah, take a paper towel and it just wants to disappear. So I thought, well, maybe we need to up the game a little. Let's try a little wine. I don't know if you've ever spilt wine on anything, but it usually leaves a stain. So I put some on there, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to wait a little while. Oh, I'm running off to find a cloth or a paper towel to clean this up. It's going to take some time. I put it on the white section there instead of the blue, just to see. you know. So I wait around a while, and wait around a little while longer, and uh-oh, does that look like it's gonna stain right there? Yeah, that's interesting. It had me worried. Let's try and get rid of it. And yes, it came right off. It is wine repellent or whatever. So I'm impressed. And that was no scotch guarding or anything. So yeah, thanks for watching. That was a long one, but you know, check back for videos. Thanks to Casino Supply. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up.